When you start using Solve 360 in Google, it's helpful to understand the concept of workgroup folders in Solve 360 and how you can link email to them from Google. So first of all, in Solve 360, what do we mean by a workgroup? Well, it's like a departmental team which has access to shared information. In BPOG, there are currently two workgroups which we can see here. There is directors, which as the name suggests is made up of the BPOG directors, and there's buyer forum, which is a slightly larger population including directors, consultants and support. In Solve 360, every contact and every project has to belong to one workgroup, and in BPOG, with the exception of certain confidential projects, that means the buyer forum workgroup, which is the case for our contact John Smith here. So that's workgroups, but what's a workgroup folder? It's essentially a container into which you can put all the emails which you want to share with the rest of your team. And you do this by linking them to a particular workgroup folder. In Solve 360, linked emails are visible in the white journal section of contact pages. Clicking through on the title opens a preview of the email. So the question is, how do you link an email to a Solve 360 workgroup folder when you're working in Google? Well, if I switch to my inbox and open an email, the first thing I can see is this shaded blue and grey area below the email. This is known as the Gmail contextual gadget. It's a really useful tool and we'll look at this in greater detail in another video. Now, provided that the person who sent you the email is a contact in Solve 360 belonging to the Buyer Forum workgroup, you will see a button that says Link to Buyer Forum. Hit the button and the email becomes linked to Solve 360. Switching to Solve 360 and refreshing the page, we can see that the email entitled Meeting has been added to the list of emails in Buyer Forum Workgroup folder which relate to this contact John Smith. Now we only have a couple of emails here, but in reality they can build up pretty quickly. If you find that you have too many emails for any particular contact, you can be selective about which emails are visible by applying these filters. Back in Google and the Gmail contextual gadget, when you open a contact, you will now see that you have the same view of linked emails as you do in Solve 360. And this is really useful because it means that all the important emails relating to this contact are now visible in one place without having to leave Google. In your inbox, it's easy to see which emails have been linked because they show a label, such as this for the Buyer Forum workgroup or this for the Directors workgroup. They're also visible here in these folders in the left-hand pane. If you get an email from a contact who is not part of a workgroup within Solve 360, but you would like to link the email anyway, you can do this by simply applying a label. Similarly, if you want to link an email that you're sending yourself, simply compose the email in the normal way and apply a label. If you change your mind about an email and wish to unlink it, you can do this in a couple of ways. You can either go down to the contextual gadget down here and hit the Unlink from Buyer Forum button, or again, you can simply remove the label. One last thing, and that is about deleting linked mail in Google. If you delete an email in Google, because let's say you want to remove it from your inbox, this will break the link and the email will no longer be visible in Solve 360. So if you want to move a linked email out of your inbox, the best thing is to archive the email, which keeps a copy in the All Mail folder and crucially preserves the link to Solve 360.